And here we go. Brandon, what's happening? Greg, what's happening, Mr. Greg? Diane, Russell, Humby G, Jim, Blue Max. Let's get this ball started. Anthony F. All right. Getting ready to get rolling. All right. It is 9:08, the very last day of August, the 31st. So, the month of August done and over with. We got 1 month left to go before the third quarter is finally done. Hey, my name's James. This is Dividend Stock Talk, brought to you by the 10-Minute Trader, where I invest in dividend stocks for weekly cash flow. Take you along for the ride. Hey, Justin, how you doing? Take you along for the ride for a safe, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. Bama Redneck, what's happening? You gotta let me know when you're coming to Florida. All right. That being said, let's get the ball rolling, and we'll start up from where we ended up last night. First one on the list is going to be Taiwan Semiconductors, TSM. Now, it's a Saturday night. Not much to go on because the market wasn't open today. But here we are, Taiwan Semiconductors. Here's your high, here's your low, here's where it was, here's where it is. This is the current direction that it's going in. At this moment in time, it's at 171.60. I like it. 171.60, so looking at the 172s, that is over 2% if you like Taiwan Semiconductors. Well, let's take a look. A year ago, we're at 92.90. Bottomed out of the year and end of September at 83.76. Here's the top right there. Right there is the top, the 7-Eleven. Okay, the high was 193.47. Redneck, what's up? And the bottom was right there on the 5th, which was what? 1, 2, 3, 4 weeks away? 4 weeks ago was the bottom. Look where we are now. Nice little run up, a little pullback. Now she's going back up again. So TSM, what does it normally do this time of year? Miss B. Oh, MB, what's happening? What are we looking at? Seasonality. What does this stock normally do this time of year? Hey, Hollywood. Hey, James. My profits. I'm going to see my favorite DJ tomorrow, Sarah Landry. Never heard of her. Francis. Alicia, I have no idea what you mean by that. Let me take a look at it. Hold on a second. What was that question? Got a question over here on YouTube. Thanks to me. With my profits, I'm going to see my favorite DJ tomorrow, Sarah. And hey, wow, thanks to me. Hey, Hollywood, way to go. What's up, Austin? Okay, some chats. Alicia Francis. I have no idea what that means. Rich Bruner, good evening. Spry puts next week. Mark, not quite sure I'm on board with that idea. Thanks for the message. You're welcome there, sir. What are we eating? Well, today we're eating cough drops. That's what it is. All right, so here we are looking at TSM. Let's take a quick gander at the seasonality, see what this thing normally does this time of year. Well, basically doesn't do anything. Look at that. Fish basically goes sideways. So there's your TSM. We're sitting right here at the moment. So the next 2 weeks, okay, August 30th, all the way up to September 17th. So that's the next 2 weeks. Doesn't look like it's doing anything. Child of God. Ooh, I ran into a child of God. He was walking along the road. I stopped and asked him where would we going. Missy told me, going down tonight. Sup? Alrighty. Child of God. That's from. Oh, I forget the name of that song. All right, not much. All right, let's keep going. wasn't that Jefferson Airplane? I came across a child of God. He was walking along the road. Anyway, where was he going? Missy told me. Hey, all right, what am I doing? I'm at a loss. Have you seen the movie City of God? That's the one. Soundwave. Nope, not yet. Haven't seen that one yet. So let's go back to where we were. So TSM's not really going to go anywhere for the next couple of weeks based on historical staying young. All right, way to go. So the last couple of weeks, this is what we're looking at. Let's go to the 30th. Here we go. Here's the last month. 163, she drops down to 135, shoots up to 175, kind of like balances out. We're sitting at 170, 170 at the moment. The question you need to ask yourself is, do I like TSM? And do I like it at this current market price? I don't see you are live streaming on Facebook. It's right there. Sorry, Kevin. It is. It's over there on Facebook. I got 5 Facebook profiles, so I'm not quite sure exactly which one it's on. All right. That being said, let's keep on rolling. Okay, that was Taiwan Semiconductor. Coca-Cola. I don't know why we're going to look at Coca-Cola. I mean, other than the fact, they are a dividend king. They've been in business for over 140 years. 140 years they've been in business. Look at where they are right now. Okay, a year ago they were at 60, dropped all the way down to 52. Now we're sitting at 72. Well, that's a $22 increase on a $50 stock, which is right around, what, 40, 45%? But ask yourself, do I like Coca-Cola? Okay, I don't like Coca-Cola at the high of the year. I like it somewhere down around here. See, she went up, pulled back. That's where I like it. Went up, pulled back, right there again. Went up, pulled back, again. Went up, pulled back. That's what I like. I like when it go up, and I like when it puts back. Curtis, thoughts on long-term investments in dividend stocks, 30-day yields? Curtis is going to be more specific than that question. Okay, I know I said last week the quality of the questions you ask will dictate the quality of your life. Ask a better question, you get a better answer. How you pee? I have no idea what that means, Eric. How you pee? Alrighty, so no to Coca-Cola. The numbers just don't work. 72.47, 72.50, the 73 is going for 22 cents. The numbers just don't work with Coca-Cola. It's only like 0.5%. How do you feel IHAK? I-H-A-K. Charlo, why do some good stocks never go up every year, just circle about up and down? Well, Charles, that's all stocks do. They go up, they go down. They go up, they go down. They reach a peak at some point in time. Okay, most stocks have a bottom, and most stocks have a top. So some place it will never get past, and some place it will never get below. The idea, Cokes A B N O. I have no idea what BNO means. But anyway, Charlo, as I was talking, the some stocks, especially ones that are really old, like 100 years old, yeah, they go up to a certain point and they just don't go any higher. Kohl's next up. All right, we'll look at Kohl's. KSS. What do I think about NVIDIA? NVIDIA's a big fat no. Sorry, the only reason I think NVIDIA's a no, the dividend's absolutely horrible, and the premiums are good, but the dividends are horrible. And the consistency with the dividends, yeah. The book value, $2 a share, yeah, no thanks. I Googled Mara on Warren Buffett's Stock Portfolio 24, but I don't see Mara on the list. No, Mara's not on Warren Buffett's list. Paramount, P-A-R-A, is on Warren Buffett's list. What about CLL? Okay, Joe Peter, I don't know what CLL is. CLL. All right, next on the list I'm looking at is Starbucks. Coal, C-O-A-L. What the heck is C-O-A-L? Coal Index ETF. Yeah, that's a no. Sorry, dude. Coal has no options, so no. What about CVS? I love CVS. Company's over 100 years old. Let's take a look at the numbers. Here's your high, 83. Here's your low, 53. A year ago, we're at 67. Shoots up, pulls back, nice size gap down. We're sitting at 57 at the moment. But the 57.84s, we're looking at the 58s, 44, not quite there. Not quite 1% for CVS for this week. Joe Peter, CCL, Carnival Cruise Line, that's a different story. Okay, we'll take a gander at it. Next on my list, what about utilities like Verizon, Southern Company? Is that Southern Company? Southern County or something like that? WTF, no coal. Neil, terribly sorry. Coal just doesn't look good. D and T. All right. D, T, VZ. And what's that last one? SO. SO. All right, we get them all written down. Let's take a gander at them. All right. So next on the list, CVS. The numbers just aren't working this week. Look where it is. Here's our high right here, 64. She drops down 55, back up, pulls back, up, back. It looks like she might be turning to go to the upside at the moment. Randy, but God demonstrates his own love. Oh boy, I'm not going to get into religious stuff, but thank you, Randy. All right. CVS, what does CVS usually do this time of year? CVS, for the most part, is going towards the upside. Say Tata Steel then, okay. What was that other question? It's okay, keep focused, brother, maybe later. Christ died for us. Yep, I know all that, thank you. What's your username on Instagram? The 10-Minute Trader. Hey, Soundwave, LA. Based on recent moves, seems like Carnival Cruise Line is on its way up. RCC. All right, Hollywood, we'll take a look at it. Danny, what software are you using? What stock visualization tool you are displaying? Oh, Danny. This is Think or Swim. Thank you, guys. I don't have to answer it. ADEX. Okay, Joe Peter, what the heck is ADEX? ADEX. Whatever it is, we'll get to it. At this moment in time, we're looking at Apple. Apple. Here we go. Apple is next on the list. And here you have it. Apple, first thing I want to take a look at. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? What can I buy it for? $229.20. The 230s are going for $185. The 227s go for $194. There's no 1% there at all. No 1% for Apple next week. How can that be? Apple 16 is out. Okay. No, not yet. I love the new option sidebar. Okay. Joe Daddy. NDVR. The makers of Sublocade? I have no idea what that means. What would you say is the best trading app for smaller accounts like 10,000 or less? I would say one of the mobile apps, Robinhood, Webull, Acorn. There's a few of the mobile apps. I can find you on Instagram. It's the 10-Minute Trader. Think or Swim. Okay, Transforms. It's the THE 10-Minute Trader. The 10-Minute Trader on Instagram. Okay. Okay, Apple was a no. The THE -10 -minute trader, the 10-minute trader. All right, next on the list, Microsoft, MSFT. What is mean if dividends reduce on stock? Usually when the company reduces their dividends, that usually means they're not as profitable as they were. Okay, I don't like companies that reduce their dividends. I like companies that consistently increase their dividends. Let's move on to Microsoft. First thing I always want to see, the high, the low, where was it? Where is it? What current direction is it going in? 417, the 417s are going for 370, not 1% either. That's going to be for Tuesday. Remember, we only got 4 days, so we might not get a full 1%. So this is something you have to keep in mind. Okay, so Microsoft. The bottom of the year was 309.79. The top of the year looks like a triple top at 246.70. Please do Nvidia. You'll thank me. I can almost guarantee you, Joe Daddy, I won't. Okay, Nvidia. Okay, hold on a second. Let me finish up here. Okay, here's our triple high at 467. Drops down to find a 30-day bottom at 385. Pulls up, back down, and now she's bouncing out again. So classic up, down, up, down, up. So she's heading to the upside now with Microsoft, but read the numbers. At this moment in time, the 417 is only going for 370. Now remember, we've only got 4 days this week, Tuesday through Friday. So there's a possibility we might not shoot for that whole 1%. All right, Joe Daddy, you guarantee you're going to make me feel good about this situation. I can't even read that. INDIV. There it is right there. Wait a minute, there's 3 of them. Okay, INDIVIOR. There's 3 of them, dude. Okay, one here, one here, one here. I've never heard of the company. No options. That's a no. No options on that one either. Indiv. NDIV. Sorry, dude. Okay, Joe Daddy, I can't find it unless you have the ticker symbol. How about ACAM? What the heck is ACAM? 101. It's at 107. Okay, 102. The 102. Yeah, the numbers don't even look good. Take a look. At 102.27, the 102s are going for, what is that? 80 cents? Yeah, you're about 40 cents off. What about coal mines in India? All right, Neil, this is basically the U.S. stock market. I don't know any coal mines that actually trade on the U.S. stock market. Sorry, dude. I got bad news. My girlfriend got braces, so now my kids are behind bars. That's a terrible joke, but okay. It kind of scares me that software like Think or Swim can update info on the fly. Okay. Okay, Joe Daddy, UK, huh? UK. No options. That's a no. Terribly sorry. Rudneck, INDV. INDV. It's a monthly. Come on, Redneck, you've been here long enough. Joe Daddy, it does not have dividends. I will not like it. Well, there's your answer right there. And Joe Daddy, and PLC. PLC. Yep, that's a no. INDV. INDV. That's a no also. Okay, gas. Way to go, Neil. All right, Joe Daddy, I have no idea what you're throwing out at me. Let me see if I can get this through to you. Number one, I only like companies that have consistently increased their dividends for 20 consecutive years. Shell. I want to take a look at Shell. SHEL. There's no two L's in Shell. 20 years of increased dividends consecutively, year after year after year, higher and higher dividends. Weekly options. Okay, if it doesn't have weekly options and and consistently increased dividends, I don't want to look at it. Okay, Miguel, Google, no. Google has only just started paying dividends. Not even close. DVD 896, how are ya? And power of publish clips. Okay, that works too. What about Verizon, Southern, D&T? Yep. All right. EC Stern. EC Stern, I already wrote those down. We'll take a look at them in a little bit. Next on my list is BBY. BBY? That's going to be a no. The reason why it's going to be no for this week. Look at this. Look at this big jump up. On Thursday, this thing went from 88 to 104. Get that big, huge gap there. Well, what's going to happen? Well, the trading range has gotten a little tighter. So we'll see what happens on Monday. TJX. TJX. TJX, another no this week. Reason being, the same thing happened. Look, 113 gaps up to 121, goes sideways for a little bit. Now she's coming down. We got this gap here to fill. Alrighty, so let's see what happens. At this moment in time, TJX is going to be a no. What does it normally do this time of year? TJX. Sideways. Go figure. Next on the list, what do we got cooking? What do we got? What do we got? What do we got? NXPI. Oh, you got to be kidding me. NXPI, never heard of it. NXPI. NXP Semiconductors, 256. All right, NXPI. Let's see how consistent they are with their dividends. NXPI. 2024, 23, 19. Oh, come on. It's only like 6 years of dividends. Sorry. Robert, NXPI only has 6 years of dividends. That's a no. TJX is a great stock. Okay. Didn't we just look at TJX? TJX. They got dividends all the way back to 2000. But it was only at 1 cent. So from 2000, 1 cent, it took them 6 years to increase their dividend. Okay, and then it took another 3 years to increase it again. Then from there, another 2 years. Then from there, another 2 years. Okay, anyway, a long haul. TJX. All right, so TJX you might think is a nice company. However, it's going to be a no for this week. Now, I'm just saying for this week, because look what happened. 30 days ago, you're at 112. She jumps up to 115, drops back down, back out, back down, back up, back down, making the 30-day bottom here at 107.50. From there, she shoots up, and then on the 20th, she gaps up from 113 to 121, goes sideways for a little bit. Now she's coming back down again. What makes you think she's going to turn direction from here and go back up without filling this gap and without coming down here and having profit taking? Because when you have this jump right here, the people that bought down here are going to want to take some of those profits. Erica, you want to look at Target. All right, Gains Guru, KNSL. KNSL. Kinsale Capital Group. Yeah, that's going to be a no. It's a monthly optionable stock. Monthly optionable stocks means you can only do a covered call once a month. Once a month is just not working for me. The numbers just aren't as good as once a week. Once a week, I can collect 52 checks in a year. Once a month, I can only collect 12. Now, I didn't go to college, but I do know that 52 is better than 12. And the numbers never actually work out. You're walking away with 12 to 24%. We're using monthlies. Weeklies, you can get up to 50%. Okay, so KNSL is going to be a no. Erica, Target, TGT. Now, here's your high, 183. Your bottom, 102. I don't even have to look at the bottom. I lived through this crap down here. I did. Lost a big fat chunk of change right there. Okay, she shoots on up, drops down, back up, back down, back up. She got one gap here, 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 one gap here. That's a lot of freaking gaps. I hate the black swans. Here's a black swan, here's a black swan, here's a black swan, and here's another one. Okay, right now we're at 153. What does Target usually do this time of year? Look at where we are. 30 days ago at 150. We dropped down to 132. Okay, gap up once, gap up twice, come to 167. Now from 132 to 167, that's 35 bucks. That's a big jump. Okay, so people are gonna start taking profits. Well, they're not done taking profits yet. As soon as this turns around, starts going back up. Well, until then, there's still gonna be profit taking. Okay, Eric, I already looked at IHAK, and that was a no. Okay, so Erica, that's what we're looking at. The 153.61s. So I'll be looking at the 155s. I'm going for a buck. The 152.5s. That's not even looking good either, because at $2.50 increments. And when you're smack dab in the middle at 153.61, you're in between this one and this one. And either one, you're not making your 1% on target. All right, so that's Target. Next on the list, FSLR. First Solar. I don't even know if First Solar, FSLR. There are no dividends for First Solar. Okay? No dividends at all. So why would we look at it? Okay. The Men's Discipline Club. Oh, cool. The Men's Discipline Club. Well, now we're on a channel called Dividend Investing for Weekly Cash Flow. Yet you want me to look at a company that has no dividends at all. That makes no sense. FSLR is going to be a no. Redneck, Verizon, Southern T will be on his list, but D is a monthly. Thank you for that. I'm going to cross D off. Thank you. We'll get to that one. IHK is already a no. No dividends, blah, blah, blah. It's only shows monthly option contracts, not talking about dividends. Correct. Dominion Energy, it pays dividends on a quarterly basis. Correct again. Pfizer, PFE. PFE. We'll take a gander at Pfizer. He will only like weekly options. D is offers monthly options. Thank you for that, Bama Redneck. You need some sleep. Yeah, I do. EVRG. What is EVRG? EVRG. Okay. Good evening. Oh, hey, 86 is here. Nice you to show up. AMD. Don't they not pay dividends consistently, AMD? AMD. AMD, Advanced Micro Divisions. Is that correct? Advanced Micro Divisions. Yeah, AMD has no dividends. All right. Sorry, who was that one? Nurse Scott. Nurse Scott, good evening, and how are you today? Dell, please. We're going to put Dell. Dell on the list. Dell is on the list. So is Hormel. HRL. Walgreens. WBA. WBA. All right, the Men's Discipline Club, FSLR. You asked it once. The first time was a no. Do you think by asking it a second time I might change my mind? Okay. First Solar's a no. GR, really big bump in price with a big blank and black space. EVRG. What the heck is EVRG? EVRG. Well, EVRG has been paying dividends since the 80s. Okay, in the 90s, it's 47, then 48, 49, 51, 52, 54. Then she drops, cuts it in half in 2000. So 20 EVGRs a no. Okay, well, they cut their dividends, and then they cut them again, then they slowly rise. Okay, interesting. Now, why is EVGR a no? EVGR. Well, that's why it's a no. No options. Okay. Are many stocks paying a rate comparable to savings account? Well, Nurse Scott, I'm not quite sure what savings accounts you're looking at, and the stocks that I'm looking at, the trading strategy. Okay, Nurse Scott, you're new here. Okay, I get that. But what I'm doing here is a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. Now, I use pre-qualified dividend stocks in order to invest in to get what's called a premium off of a covered call. So if you just sit around and watch a little bit, it might come to you. What do I think about Nike? Chris, give me 1 second. I'll put Nike down on the list. We'll take a look at it. NKE. Applied Materials, the Men's Discipline Club. AMAT, Applied Materials. Okay. Allie pays 4 1/4. Yeah, that's a savings account. You can always put it into federal notes. They pay over 5%. All right, let's keep moving forward. So next one on my list is going to be AT&T. And I know AT&T is going to be a no because it's at the high of the year and at 20 bucks. She's only paying 10 cents, which is 0.5%. PNNT. Alan, PNNT. Never heard of it. And usually if there's something I've never heard of, it's usually going to be a no. Reason being, it is a monthly optionable stock. Monthly optionable stocks can only do it 12 times a year, once per month. Scott, this strategy is for 1% per week. Thanks, Redneck. Ooh, look at that. I'm caught up with the questions. Cool beans. Okay, next on the list, AAL, American Airlines. Okay, interesting. I like the chart. Take a look. A little over 16. Here's our high. Here's our bottom, close to 9. A year ago, we're at 15. We're currently at 10. Okay, 1060. Well, 1063 to 1050s are going for 26. American Airlines has no dividends. Okay, what's a company to watch right now? What do you think may skyrocket? Matt, if you're looking for something to skyrocket, you're definitely in the wrong place. This is simple, safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. So if the stock is at $100, by the end of the week, we would like it to be 101, 1%. Okay, if you're looking for something to go up really quick, you're at the wrong place. Yeah, and you'd be better off not wasting your time here. Okay, Eric, the Delta. You're talking about Delta Airlines or the Delta as in the stock option, the Delta. Eric wants to take a look at Southeast Airlines. LUV. We'll take a gander at that. Just give me a little bit. Delta Airlines. Okay. That DAL. DAL. All right. Next on the list here, LUNR. LUNR. Lunar. That's probably going to be a no also. Okay. At 497. Interesting. LUNR. Intuitive, yeah, no dividends. Sorry, man. LUNR is going to be a no. CRWD, that's a no. All right, we'll put down D and DG. DDG, CRWD. CRWD. All right, well, let's keep on working. Hold on. Vlad D is a no. Thanks, Redneck. I'm going to cross that off. Next on my list, imagine that. It's Dell. Okay, Akram, Tesla's a no. Sorry, Tesla does not have any dividends at all. Okay, they do not share their profits. They are a no. Okay, I only like companies that consistently increase their dividends. That's a portion of the profits they share with the investors, and that's you and me. Dollar General tanked. Yes, it did. I'm aware of that, but we're still looking at it anyway, just because, see the numbers. Then Dell reported earnings. It flew up to 121 after hours, so I had to skip the option and go right. I got to go, but quick. What about Nike? We're going to look at Nike in a little bit. Vlad, Dollar Tree. We'll take a look at that one either. For the profit, you're welcome. KW. What the heck is KW? KW. All right, let's get back to where we were. And where are we on Dell? Let's go look at Dell. DELL. Dell Technologies. Okay. A year ago, Dell's at 55. All right. In the middle of May, she shoots up to 180. From 180, she dropped down to 90. So you see that right here, from 50 bucks to 180. From 50 to 180, that's over 300% increase. 300% increase in about 9 months. Okay? Then from the 180, she drops down to 90, which is a 50% decrease. Okay, from the 50% decrease, we're back up 15%. Okay, fine. This is where we are. All right. Here's the high right here from Mr. Dell, and that was 179.70. Okay, from there, here's our last 30 days. Okay, here's the last 30 days. 114 drops down to 88, shoots on up to 115. More than likely, it looks as if there should be profit taking, because look where she was, the bottom. Shoots on up here, hypothetically speaking, there should be profit taking going to the downside. A few, I guess, yep. All right, so let's continue. What does Dell normally do this time of year? Well, this time of year, Dell has a tendency to go sideways. Look at that. Just doesn't go anywhere. No big up movements, no big down movements. Just even keel. All right, that being said, let's go back to here. All righty, next question. Next one, PINS, P-I-N-S. I've never even heard of that, but let's take a gander. TikTok profile, Kennedy Wilson. Never even heard of it. What am I looking at the moment? PINS, P-I-N-S. Pinterest. Yeah, they don't have 20 years of dividends. What the hell are we doing? Why are we looking up PINS, P-I-N-S? Oh, look at that. Pinterest doesn't have any dividends at all. Okay, J-M-A-I-A. All right. Never heard of that one either. J-M-I-A. Whoops. Okay, Jumia Technologies, no dividends also. Modern Mastery Club. TikTok profile KW is a monthly, so it's going to be a no. Awesome, awesome, awesome. SKIL. Really? Come on. Why do people keep giving me crap? SKIL. No dividends. Who are you? Mike Jock, how are you today? I can ask you the same question. Who are you? AKA Johnson & Johnson. Now, Johnson & Johnson, don't get me wrong, great company, been around for over 100 years, but the premiums are absolutely horrible. Look where we are. We're at 165.86. The 165s are going for $1.65. But you're at the high of the year. Do you really honestly think it's going to go back up? Okay, Hedge Hex. Lulu, not been around for 25 years. Robert Hormel is on the list. Dividend stocks with 20 years. Thanks, 86. All right, next on the list, Cisco. Okay, Cisco, CSCO. Interesting. First thing I want to see, the high of the year, the low of the year. Where was it? What direction is it going? And where is it now? Okay, great. I like all that. The current price, 50.56. So the 50s are going for 70 cents, which ain't going to work. The 51s, that ain't going to work either. Terribly sorry, but Cisco, the premiums are just absolutely horrible. PLTR is going to be a no. It broke long downtrend, okay? AAP, Advanced Auto Parts. Okay, first thing I always want to see, the high, the low, where was it, where is it? Right here, we're at the bottom of the year. I like the bottom of the year, but here's the thing about the bottom of the year. We ain't there yet. Okay, it hasn't been this low before, this year anyway at least. But I like to find the absolute bottom. You can't find the absolute bottom until you have a couple of days to the upside. Well, who said that? Andrea? Yep, you're right, Andrea. It is still going to the downside. Until we find a solid bottom, it's just nothing. Disney's going to be on the list. DIS, we'll get to it. Next on the list, DTE. All right, DTE, no. Okay, DTE is a monthly optional stock and it's at the high. No. Okay, user 664495. Cotton. Hey, do you remember me? So sorry, Colton. Okay, the Qs? No. Okay, I don't like the Qs. The reason why I don't like the Qs? Here's why I don't like the Qs. Are you ready? I don't know if you can see that okay, but the Qs are paying 0.61% for the year. Could you understand that? 0.61%. That's a little bit above 0.5% for the year. Okay, you really want to put your money into the Qs? I was watching you yesterday. Yeah, I remember you watching me yesterday, Colton. I don't know that you did anything spectacularly interesting for me to remember you. CAG, since you won't look up KW. Really? You're going to be that way? KW. KW's a no. Happy? I could have told you KW was going to be a no. CAG. That's probably going to be a no also. Conagra brand. No, it's not. CAG. Yep, no. All right. CAG, Conagra. Ooh, check it out. There's your high. There's your low. That's where it was, where it is. Look at this upward trend right here. We're sitting right here at 31.20. The 31.50s are going for 10 cents a share. That's like 0.3. That's horrible. Sorry, dude. CAG is going to be a no. The numbers just don't work. Yep. You're the best person ever. Well, thank you very much, Colton. United Airlines, isn't that UAL? UAL. 44. The 44s are going for 88. Nice. We got a nice one. Check this one out. Okay, here's the high. Here's the low. This is where it was. This is where it is now. Look at the direction it's going right there. It's at 44 right now. The 44s are going for 86 cents a share. That's just a smidge below 2%. Okay? So let's take a gander. A year ago, United Airlines was at 50.26. The bottom, 33.49. Okay, that was the end of October. Okay, the top of the year was in the middle of May, and that was 56.18. So 56.18 back in May. Down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Look where she's going now, to the upside. Just that very last couple of weeks. I want to take a closer look at that one. Now, I personally like 30-day. I like looking at the 30-day chart. 30 days ago, we're at the high, 47. The bottom, 37. That's a $10 drop. That is close to a 20% drop in 4 days. From there, she shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back, shoots up. Now we're at 44, heading to 47. Okay, that's where the high was. Keep stepping up, going to the upside. YIP. Why am I looking at YIP? Before I do that, let's take a look at seasonality. How does this stock normally move this time of year? For that, we look at the seasonality chart as a whole year. This is where we are right now, this little blue dot, the end of August, beginning of September. Okay? Hypothetically, this thing should jump up. Look at that. Let's get in there really close, get onto the blue dot, slide it over. Okay, that's pretty plain to see. Okay? Now the red line represents 10 years worth of data. That's 2014, 2015, 2016, 2017. All right, we're looking at United Airlines at the moment. So you have 10 years worth of data showing us this red number, and it has a tendency to move up this time of year. Now that doesn't guarantee that it's going to move up. Okay? There's no guarantee that it's going to move up. Just because it did it the last 10 years in a row doesn't mean it's going to do it again. But I do like to have the odds and probabilities in my favor. Okay? So the numbers work. United Airlines, and when you asked, I think. All right. So let's take a closer look. 44, the 44s are going for 86. Clear. 86 divided by 44, that comes to a grand total of 1.95%. Good evening, Lucky Larry, how are you? 1.95% for the week for United Airlines. But you got to ask yourself the question. Okay, ask yourself the question, do I like United Airlines at 44? Hey, Colton, it's your birthday. Happy birthday. Have you ever held stag? Oh, believe it or not, I have. But that was over decades ago. Why so much fluctuation? Why so much fluctuation? Art, I have no idea what you mean. Okay. That's not a lot of fluctuation. It went from 47 down to 37. Okay, went up, pulled back, up, pulled back, up, pulled back. Now she's going to the upside. 2 days to the upside. I missed that question. United Airlines. Yeah, that's what we're looking at, United Airlines. Oh, okay. You got it? Not a problem there, Art. So, I like that one, UAL. I'm going to write that one down. Oh, it's already written down. I wrote it down the other day. What's your opinion on shareholder groups direct registering shares en masse? Pennifer. Well, I'm not 100% sure Yeah, Neil, that's the one we're looking at the moment. I'm not 100% sure. All right, we're going to take a look at Kohl's also. That question, what's your opinion on shareholder groups direct registering shares in mass? All right, Cora investment, Tesla is a no. Tesla does not have any dividends. That means it's going to be a no. Kohl's is on the list. At this moment in time, we're looking at BTI. BTI. Yeah, that's a no. Clorox, CLX. Unfortunately, Clorox is going to be a no. The 158s. Okay. Nope. The numbers don't work. It's at the high of the year. And the 158.50, the closest one is 157. Yeah, you're not going to make your money there. Chevrolet, how are you today? Michael Sinclair, how's it going there, Doc? EPC. Really? You want me to look at EPC? No. EPC's no. JEPI? JEPI. No. No to JEPI. I don't like monthly optional stocks. They don't work in this trading strategy. It only gives you an opportunity to get 12 premiums or 12 covered calls in a year. I would prefer more. How much money does Casey make? I have no idea who Casey is. Sun, S-U-N. Sunoco. Sorry, Sunoco is going to be a no. Again, another monthly optional stock. I like weeklies. Weeklies, I can do 52 times a year. Monthlies, 12. Now, we all know 12 is not as good as 52. Next on my list, here we go, Disney. Why PFE cheap? James, we're going to be looking at Pfizer in a little bit. Where is Pfizer on the list? Okay, we're looking at Disney at the moment. Disney. Okay, here we are at Disney. You ready? Mateus, new to channel here. Could you please briefly explain your method? All right, Mateus, what I'm looking to do is a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week using a covered call strategy coupled with dividend capturing. Dividend capturing, covered calls, you bring them together. It's called dividend capturing 2.0. Safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's what we're looking to get. This is a little on the slow side, very methodical, very boring, very monotonous. Okay, gets about 1% a week. That's over 50% per year. If that interests you, fine. If not, nice chatting with you. Let's move on to the next one. Disney. High of the year, 123. The bottom looks like it's 81. Shoots up, pulls back. We're sitting at 90 at this moment in time. Let's quickly take a look. A year ago, we're at 83.64. We got a triple bottom at 79. That was in September and October of last year. Looks like we have a double top. Nope, a triple top. A triple top at 122.40, and that was the beginning of April. From there, as you can plainly see, she drops from the beginning of April all the way down here to the end of July, which was the bottom right there. Okay, you're going to make most of your money in the stock market buying low, selling high. Well, this is Disney. Okay, the bottom is right there. It looks like it's 83. But if you're going to look for a lower low, you're probably not going to find one. How do you profit from Forex? It doesn't move that much. Gabbers. Cottonly, I don't do Bitcoin, and Gabbers, I don't do Forex. Why do you make a list and then jump to a new symbol that isn't? Can't you get it in order? Okay, see, this is the order in which you gave it to me. So I start here and I go down. Every once in a while, I'll just throw one up there. So Disney, last 30 days. Where's the last 30 days? Here we go. Okay, so here's our last 30 days with Disney. 94.80, drops down to 84, shoots on up to 92, pulls back, now she's heading back to the upside. We're sitting at $90.38. Hakuna, how are you today? Why do you make a list? Okay. So the current price, $90.42. So the 90's going for 98 cents. Okay, that's not going to do it. The 91's going for 54. That's not going to do it. Okay, I haven't seen anything to give me a good premium yet. Well, one or two. How do you manage your risk? Cora Investments, how are you today? The way I manage my risk is, number one, I never buy something I don't understand. I never buy something that is questionable. Okay, I always go, okay, is a triple top a sign that the price will go down due to the strong resistance? Nope. Not at all. Just means it's a triple top. Okay, so that's Disney. Doesn't make the 1%. Not 100% happy about that. Let's move on. VGT. VGT. How do I manage risk? Well, number one, I never buy something I don't understand. Okay, I always buy something as if I was going to hold it for a long period of time. I sell a covered call against it every single week. Eventually, it goes up past my target. AMD, Advanced Micro Divisions, Advanced Micro Devices. They don't have dividends, so they're going to be a no. Okay? Mark Martin. Hey, Marky boy, what's happening? You should see all the people that stopped by and said hi. All right. Did you do Pfizer? Nope, have not done Pfizer yet, but we're going to get to it. VGT, Vanguard, yeah, that's going to be a no. Intel, next on the list, INTC. Here we go. INTC, Intel. First thing I want to see is the high of the year, then the bottom of the year. Where was it a year ago? Where is it now? And what is it doing? Look at this big drop. I love that big drop. I actually bought some after that big drop. Let me explain to you why. Now, I grew up in the 60s, 70s, and 80s. Certain companies, I know, I watched them grow from nothing to something. Cora Investments, dividends, keep 20 years, increases, yep. Cora Investments, what cap do you usually look into? Often, small, oh my goodness, you're definitely new here, dude. Andrea, Intel, bottom, but bought two. Okay, cool. JD, we'll take a gander at that one, but first, let's continue with Intel. Okay, let's continue with Intel first before we jump over to the other ones. A year ago, Intel's at $34.92. By the end of the year, $51.28 was the high of the year. Okay, let's look at the last 2 months. Look what happened. Okay, back in the beginning of July, we're sitting right around 31. We shoot up to 37, drop to 30, and then we had a big gap down. Check that out. From 30, she goes all the way down to 22 before finally bottoming out somewhere around 18. Okay? We're sitting at 22 at the moment. So if I like 22, we're looking at Bama next weekly. Cool. Slab. Never heard of slab. Oh, that was a good one. We're currently sitting at 22. So if I buy it at 22, I can sell it at 57 cents a share. Do you hear that? At $22, okay, the purchase price at $22.02, which is the current price where we are right now. Granted, let's squeeze on into the last 30 days. Okay, here's the last 30 days. Okay, we're at 31. Big drop down to the bottom at 9. Where is that? Bottom at 1884. Okay, 1884, she came down a little bit, went up, came down a little bit, now she's going to the upside. All right, great. If you like Intel, I love Intel, especially at 22. Simone, how are you today? Oh, I shit you not. Well, I shit you not. Already looked at Apple. Apple's going to be a no for this week. PDD, Lonnie never heard of them. PDD, never heard of them, but we'll take a gander at them. Okay, usually if I've never heard of something, it's usually going to be a no. Just the way it is. All right, so Intel, what does Intel normally do this time of year? Because I like the numbers on Intel. Now, I like it especially. Oh, now that's pretty good. PDD, no dividends. Uh-oh, Colton said something. Let's see what Colton had to say. Goodbye, I have to go to bed. Dude, it's your birthday. You can stay up past 10 o'clock, dude. Intel will take a decade before we see any major moves. Okay, that's not what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for a major move. Okay, what I'm looking at this moment, Intel is going to the upside, historically speaking. Okay, historically speaking, it goes up at this time of year. Okay, now this is the seasonality chart. It tells me how does a stock normally react between January and December on a consistent basis. Well, by looking at it, it tells you how does a stock usually react. Okay. So it has a tendency to go in the upside this time of year. Okay, and it's definitely in an upward pattern. Here's a bottom, 2 days to the upside. That's what I like. I like a bottom right here. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 5 days to the downside before we have 2 days to the up. Okay. Now, if I buy it first thing Monday morning at 22, I sell the 22s and collect 57 cents. Okay, that's close to 4%. Wait a minute, 22, 44. No, that's 2%. Sorry, my addition's wrong. So, I like Intel. I'm writing that one down. INTC and circling it. Okay. Now, next on the list, IBM. IBM. IBM is going to be a no for this week. All right. I like Dell. Justin, I like Dell too. I'm going to put IBM down for 2 weeks from today. IBM. Reason being, look at this high right here. We're at 202 with IBM. Here's our previous bottom at 182. So from 182 to 202, that's a $20 increase, which is almost a 10%. It's a 10% increase. Well, for somebody like me, I would jump in and take a 10% profit. What do I think about Dell? Well, we just finished Dell a little while ago. Right now we're on IBM. Okay. Next on the list, Pfizer, PFE. Pfizer, 29.05. First thing I want to see, here's the high, up over 36. The bottom down here at 25.50. We're sitting at 29. So the high, the low, where was it, where is it? All that kind of nice thing stuff looks fine. Now I want to take a look at 29. 29 to go for 27 to 31, so we're just barely getting our 1%. What is upsized public stock mean? I have no idea. Okay, sorry. I was watching the Horizon American Saga. Never heard of it. PFE hasn't done anything in years. Okay, I'm not quite sure what you want it to do. I mean, take a look. Okay, Adamu, JD. I think we have JD already written down. Do we? No. All right. Yep. Nope. JD is written down. We're going to take a look at that in a little bit. So, S-turn, EC turn, Stern. It is Kevin Costner in it. I have no idea what it means. Okay, so Pfizer, I'm not quite sure what you want it to do, but a year ago it's at 36, bottomed out at 25.50. Now she's at 29. Well, what else do you want it to do? EPD? Oh boy. Okay, so the 29s are going for 27 cents, which is about 1%. And you ask yourself, do I like Pfizer? Well, what does Pfizer normally do this time of year? Okay, the 30 days. Okay, here's what the last 30 days look like. 30 days ago, we're at the high at 31.25. The bottom's at 27.85. Okay, up, down, up. Okay, not quite sure. Do you like it? Okay, Clan Calais. Clan Calais. We already looked at Intel. Hey, Core Investments, Alibaba, huh? BABA. We'll take a gander at it. Maybe you don't agree. Okay, I just read that triple top is a bearish reversal sign in technical analysis and very reliable. Okay, Hakuna, I always base my trading, all right, not on the charts themselves, the direction at which it's going. You've been here long enough, you've seen how I analyze them. Okay, you have your high, you have your low. Okay, you have your flow. It goes up, it goes down. Okay, triple top may mean it's time for it to come down. Don't know. I like looking how the flow looks. I got smoked on Tesla on Friday. Just would not break down. Okay, I can't help you out with that, Jason. I don't do Tesla. Sorry. Okay, next on the list is Ford. Ford. Okay, first thing I always want to see, high, low, where was it, where is it, what direction is it going? Current price, 11.19, the 11.50 is going for Ford, nope. The 11s are going for 26, you take the 19 off of that, leaves you at 7 cents, no, no, and no. Now, Ford had nice premiums last week, the premiums this week, what the hell were you thinking? All right, Kirk, what the hell were you thinking? Because this is the first time you said anything. Apple at highs? Yeah, we already looked at Apple. Apple's going to be a no for this week. I didn't see that this was a dividend. Oh, sorry about that, Jason. I kind of thought where the top left corner said dividend investing for cash flow or weekly cash flow. I think that was the name of it. Anyway. So Ford's a no because the numbers just don't look right. Next on the list, we looked at Pfizer already. Ford, Starbucks, Kohl's. Here we go, Kohl's. Kohl's. Alrighty, first thing I always want to see, high. Sorry, the low, the high, the low. Where was it? Where is it? I want to take a look at this direction right here. Look at this. It's coming down, but I want to see what's going on right here. Okay, this is the last couple of days. I want to see that before I move on. 1939, the 1950s, they go for 39. That is well over 1%. Nope. Well, wait a minute. Don't be so quick there, Neil. Let's take a look at all the numbers. Give it a fair shake. A year ago, we're at 26.82. The bottom of the year was 17.65. And it looks as if we got ourselves a triple top. Okay, at 29.55. Happened once in December and again in April. But she's still going to the downside. See the high, the low, where was it, where is it, in the direction? All right, well, let's look at the last 30 days. Okay, so here's Kohl's last 30 days. Now, I personally like looking at 30 days. Oh, it's your t-shirt. Yep, got it, Kirk. Rotation still in play. Or stay with Megatech. Fish and Fool, how are you today? Fish and Fool, I have no idea what you're talking about. Could you elaborate? I mean, I know they don't give you many words. I mean, many letters. But I'm not quite understanding what that means. Rotation still in play? No idea what that means. Okay, Secretariat. I own some Kohl's higher, but bought some lower when in the 18s and got out of those in the 19s on Friday. Alrighty then. I made the Kohl's at 23.23. This is mostly, okay. So I'm into calls at 23.23. Do you see where 23.23 is? It's not even on the chart. It's way the hell up here. Okay, right now it's at 1939. 23 is way the hell up here. So I'm selling the 20s this week. Okay? Because right now it's at 1939 and going to the downside. So I'm selling the 20s, and the 20s gave me a nice premium. Everyone says to rotate out of big mega cap tech. Okay, now Fish and Fool, this is the first time you've been here, and I don't quite play by the same rules as everyone else does. I do stuff that most people normally don't do. Okay, Darbin Lee, how are you doing tonight, sir? We already did Dell. I buy your 20s. UIS selling. All right, Neil, I have no idea what that means, but okay. Secretariat. I sometimes separate my positions instead of blending them with dollar cost average. Yep, Secretariat, you and I had that conversation before. There's nothing wrong with that at all. ORC. What the heck is ORC? Orchard Island. Yeah, that's a no, Vlad. You're still new here, so I'm going to cut you some slack. Next one on the list we're looking at is CCL, Carnival Cruise Line. CCL. First thing I always want to see, if you bought at 23 and they take the call at 20 and assuming the stock, do you lose it? Hold that idea. Neil, okay. What about Nike? Nike is written down. We will get to it at when time comes. Now, I write all the stocks down, and I go down the list as they come in most of the time. FedEx and UPS. FDX and UPS. All right, we'll take a look at those. Uh-oh, hit that thing again. Oh, ooh, I love a good sneeze. How can you tell how much stock you need to sell in order to lower the value by $1? It's a math problem. Thank you, Laurie. Do you only cover dividends? No, I do options too on dividend stocks. Covered call. I sell call options against my dividend stocks for a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's what we're looking for. All right, Carnival Cruise Line. Let's move. First thing I want to see, high of the year, low of the year. Where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? 1650. The 1650 is going for 30. Here is yet another company giving over 1%. If you sold 20 calls and it's at 2001 at expiration, it gets called away. Yeah, I know that. Oh, he's just talking to someone else. Okay. All right. Carnival Cruise Line. Let's go at it. You ready? A year ago, 1590, bottomed out at 1090, topped out in December at 1968. Last 30 days. Okay, I'm a little bit uncomfortable with the way the chart looks. Just take a quick gander at it. Here's your high over here, 1750, drops down here to 1375. That's a $4 and change drop, which is about 25%, something like that. From there, she shoots up, pulls back, shoots up, pulls back. She's coming to the downside now. So I'm going to put CCL, not for this week, but for next week. CCL for next week. Not Monday, not Tuesday coming up, but the week after that. Okay, so it's actually kind of like 2 weeks. All right. Next on the list, Verizon. You guys want to see Verizon? Here it comes. VZ. Verizon, Verizon, hello to Verizon. Check that out. Isn't that nice? Look at that. Just channeling sideways for what is that? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, almost 8 months just going sideways. Look at that. Up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. Nice. I like that. All right. Let's go back to where we were. A year ago, 35.05, bottomed out in October at 30.25. Got a top at 43.45, and that was the end of March. Okay, look at that movement. Nice. Okay. Up, down, 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 up. Okay, really not that difficult to see them, but what does that mean for the next 30 days? Well, for that, we jump in right here. Okay, 30 days ago, we were at 40. Jumped up to 42, dropped down to 39.60. Now we're sitting at 41. Well, that is way too close to the 30-day high for me to jump in. So you got to ask yourself a question. Do you like Verizon at this current price at 41.78? Well, the 42s are going for 19 cents a share. Not quite 1%. Not what I'm looking for. I like 1% or more. Now, as of this moment in time, I got 8. I got 8 companies so far just this evening that are going to give me 1% if I like them on Monday. This, close, but no cigar. It's always, always, always about the numbers. Next on the list, SO. Wasn't that Southern Company? Yeah, Southern Company. Interesting. Kind of close to the high, wouldn't you think? Look where she is. High of 90, now she's at 86. It's only a $4 move, but look where the bottom of the year is, 62. That's way too much increase from the bottom to the top to where it is. Because from where it is, 86.40 to the high, that's only $4. Okay, is it really worth that kind of a risk to go after a $4 move? Well, 88.33, the 89s, yeah, definitely not. Last trade was 86, current ask price is 88.33, so the 88s are going for 5 cents. Yeah, no, SO just does not work at all. All right, Hollywood wanted to see CC. Chemers. Let's take a quick look. A year ago was the high. Here's the bottom in March. That's where it was. This is where it is. Look at this last couple of weeks right there. I want to take a quick look at that and see what it looks like. It's time. ACHR. I have no idea what that means. Do you trade options or just stocks? Ross, I do options and stocks. All right, so let's take a quick gander. A year ago, wait a second, before we do that, 1969, be looking at the 20s, yeah, not even going to do it. It's not worth it. Okay, take a look at the numbers. 1969, the 20s are going for 10 cents a share. That's a 0.5%. Okay, Lonnie, ACHR, never heard of it, ACHR. Archer Aviation, $3. Okay, well, let's see how well they pay out dividends. ACHR. Alrighty. Historical dividends. Dividends only. Okay, sorry, dude. Archer, ACHR, does not have any dividends. That's going to be a no. Sorry, Lonnie. Just no. It's just a no. What part of no, don't you? ADEX. ADEX. What the heck is ADEX? Usually, if I have to ask what something is, it's usually going to be a no. ADEX is a no. Shell. S-H-E-L. Shell. And here you have it. Shell. Okay. If you don't get called away on Friday, do you sell the stock or sell the calls again on Monday? User 4952236333001169, whatever. It's all about the numbers. It really, when Monday comes along, it's always, always, always going to be about the numbers. What do the numbers look like? If you don't get called away on Friday, then you have the stock on Monday. Okay, yep. Okay, I already read that one. Okay, that's what it's always about the numbers. Always check the numbers. Where is the best place, safest place to put my money? My name is Sally. I can't change the username. Well, how are you, Miss Sally? It is a pleasure to meet you. All right. EVRG. EVRG. Evergy. Yeah, no. All right, Darwin, we looked at Johnson & Johnson early today. The numbers just weren't right. No dividends, don't ask. Russ, that was quick, right to the point. No dividends, don't ask. I like that. Hormel is next. HRL. Hormel, just in case you guys were curious, Johnson & Johnson, what Darwin just asked for, and Hormel are both 100-year-old companies. Both have increased their dividends for more than 5 decades. But I'm pretty sure, here we go with Hormel. You ready? Here's the high, here's the low. That's where it was. This is where it is. This is the direction it's going, 32.55. The 32.50s are going for 85 cents. Yes, that's what I'm talking about. Hormel looks and sounds lovely. You also collect the dividends since you own it on the EX date. Sally, sometimes yes, sometimes no. JM, Boeing, BA. So Sally, I'm not always necessarily going after the dividend. Okay, I use the dividend as a precursor or an indicator to tell me when to buy or when to look at the stock. If you come on over to the calendar, which is what I use to tell me when to buy, not what, when. Okay, see, the what is already been answered because I look at the good quality stocks, the Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, Dividend Contenders, Warren Buffett's list, those 5 lists, give me about 300 companies. Now, I go into each one of these companies, okay, and I take a look at what's their book value. How consistently are they with their increase in their dividends? Certain types of information I want to know before I put them into the calendar. So if they're into the calendar, this is my personal calendar with my personal list. For me, it is never a question of, oh, do I like that stock? Should I buy it now? Nope, never a question. If it's on here, it's a yes. The only thing undecided, is it the right time? What do I mean by is it the right time? Well, first let's finish up with this right here. Every single stock I like, okay, Dividend Kings, Dividend Aristocrats, Dividend Champions, blah, 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 all those, they're categorized in the calendar based on when they pay their dividend. So if I'm the first week of September, these are the stocks I'm looking at. Let me read you a few and see if these sound familiar. Nordstrom's, KeyBank, Newmont, Corning, Bank of America, Baxter, eBay, General Motors, Heinz Ketchup, Pepsi. That's the first week. Well, actually, that's the last week of August, first week of September. Okay, that's what that is. All right, and then the very next week. Okay, so that for the first week, that's all I want to look at. I don't want to look at any of this stuff. Just those right there. That's it. And then now that we're on a Saturday, we're on a Saturday. Okay, Sunday, Monday, and then Tuesday. Well, this is all I want to look at. I don't want to look at anything else. Always, for me. And this is just for me. I always base my buying decisions on when they pay their dividends because stocks have a tendency to go up in value just before the dividend. So if I already know it's a good quality stock, it's never an issue of if it's on the calendar, it's automatically a yes. Okay, the only thing to make me not buy it is if it's at a low or if it's descending or if the numbers don't work. But always step one is, are they consistently increasing their dividends? That's number one. Number two is, what is the hierarchy? Now, what do I mean by the hierarchy? Well, every quarter, first, second quarter, third, fourth, so on and so forth, has 13 weeks. So 13 weeks, well, week number 1 on first quarter is the same as week number 1 on the fourth quarter. Week number 2 is the same on the second quarter as it is on the third quarter. They're always the same. Every 90 days, Halliburton is going to pay a dividend the second week in September. Okay? Every year, ConocoPhillips is going to pay a dividend at the end of the quarter, because the quarter ends in September. So September 30th, or the 31st, whichever, is the last day of the third quarter. So we got 4 weeks to go until the fourth quarter is here. Darwin, we already looked at IBM. All right, that being said, all right, that's the first thing I want to look at is the dividend stocks themselves. Companies that have consistently increased their dividends, that's first. Second is, where do they fall in on the calendar? What am I looking at this week? Those are the only stocks I want to look at. Why does your calendar start on Tuesday? Because it says September 2023. Okay, there you go, September 2024. Same companies. All right, let's continue. Ooh, check it out. Walgreens is next. Nope. Right here. Walgreens, WBA. Now, a lot of people may run away from Walgreens by looking at a chart like that, but here's the thing. Here's our high, here's our low, that's where it was, this is where it is, this is the direction it's going, this is the low of the year. How's the market? Chris Leto 79, how are you today? Why does your chart show on Tuesday? Okay. Monday's a holiday, yep. All right, last 30 days with Walgreens. Now, this is making a lot of people run away, but take a close look. A close look. 30 days ago was the 30-day high. Friday was higher than Thursday. Friday is showing me that Thursday is the bottom of the 30-day period. Now, we've seen it before. This used to be the bottom. That used to be the bottom. Went up a couple days, came down. Went up a couple days, came down. Went up a couple days, came down. Well, here's our new current 30-day bottom. Well, we will see on Monday. Now, for those of you that are here, I do have a special report being worked on by one of the people in the group. It tells me exactly what Walgreens has in store. How's the market? Okay. What do you think of Trinity Capital? Never heard of it. I like some Walgreens long-term for a possible buyout from CVS or Medical City. Well, Russ, that's a cool idea. Are you putting $100,000 into this every week? How many stocks? All right, Sally, hold on a second. Andrea, yep, that's me. Sending this the weekend. Cool beans. What do you think about TQQQQQ? C-Man, no, I don't like the Qs. The numbers just don't look right. All right. Let's take a look at Walgreens, and then C-Man, I'll take a look and I'll answer your question for you. And remember, it's just my opinion. I have a different trading strategy than most people do. Russ, do you know what Walgreens owns? Okay, Andre is actually working on a report. Me and her had a nice long conversation, and apparently, Walgreens owns a lot of shit. Andrea, if you're up for it, you want to chat with everyone? I can just press a button and invite you on. And you can have a conversation, answer up some of these questions on Walgreens if you're up for it. All right, well, here we go, everyone. I'm going to invite Andrea. Uh-oh. No. Uh-oh. I don't know how to invite. How does that work? No spray tan this week. Sport obsessed. Hey, how you doing? Great job, done 90 minutes. Andre, I think you have to ask because I don't think it's working that way. No, it's not. Uh-oh. What happened to Andrea? She disappeared. I think she can request to join as a guest. Yeah, she can request. Yeah, but I think she disappeared. I think I hit the wrong button. Oh no. See, I should not be allowed to do some of this stuff. Oh no. I don't even know how to change that. You are looking at single spreads on your screens rather than covered calls. Any difference? I'm not looking at spreads. Those are single options by themselves. Okay, when you're talking about a spread, you're actually talking about a vertical. So I don't know what happened. I may have booted her. Anybody know how to get her back? I'm terribly sorry. I hit the wrong button. Kroger. We'll take a look at Kroger. Hold on a second. Kroger. It would have been nice if I knew how to do this. I bought Boston Scientific. It really seems to be doing good. Smokey Bear, how are you today? Uh-oh. How do I find someone? Uh-oh. I don't know how to fix it. No, because once you delete someone, you delete everything they said throughout the whole. And I didn't mean to delete her. Holy cow. I feel bad now. Nope, I can't find any of it. Uh-oh. I have to learn how to add her back in. Oh, no. Yeah. Uh-oh. That's not good. Yep, 86. I saw that. I don't know how to get it back on here. Oh, well. I'm sorry about that. Angela, terribly sorry. I have to figure out how to fix it. Okay, your single option buy sell numbers are different to covered calls by. Okay, Justin, yeah, she's gonna be. Yeah, but I didn't do it on purpose. I'm not. All right, you know what? I'm new at this technology stuff. I'll figure out how to get her back on there. Yeah, she's been working on a special report from Walgreens. They own a lot of shit. They really do. All right, so Justin. Yeah, once you click on this button here, it shows you all the different option strategies. You get the single, you get the vertical, back ratio, calendar, diagonal, straddle, strangle, covered stock, blah, 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 all the other ones. All right, so I like Walgreens. I own a bunch of Walgreens, and I have no intention whatsoever at selling at a loss. You may have just lost a follower. Yeah, no, not really, because Andrea is actually in the morning trading group. She's actually a new member in the morning trading group, and she's a very valuable person, and I can't figure out how I did this. Settings, gifts, about me, activities, support, non-disclosure, activities, comments, Brandon. I have no idea how to find it. I have no idea. Co-host with other creators. Interesting. Interesting. Okay, nope. I can't seem to find her. Oh, she's gonna be mad. Are you putting 100,000 in every week? How many stocks? All right, so I have several different accounts. All right, Sally, I get 6 different accounts. I share 3 of them with you guys. Okay, C-Man, you wanted to talk about the TQQQs. Let's go find it. TQQQ. Alrighty, so TQQQ does have weekly options. Yay! So let's go here and find out exactly what the dividends for TQQQ look like. Okay, this is going to be a no. All right? They don't have. Look at 2014, nothing. 2015, nothing. 2018, 1 penny. 2019, 1 penny. 2020, 10 cents. 15, 13, yeah. No, not enough dividends for me. So sorry, TQQ is going to be a no. Sorry, C-Man. I think she wants to guess. You can request. Yep, I'm going to have to fix that. What about YMAX? Now, YMAX, YMAX. Yeah, that's a no. It's a monthly optional stock. The numbers just don't work. JEPI is not on the list. Walgreens, Boots, and CVS going nowhere, following them for a long time. Okay, Smokey, thank you for that. What do you know about YX? Well, that's a no. Shark, FSK. Really? FSK. That's a no. QDTE. We looked at that one yesterday, and that was a no yesterday. QDTE. Okay? No. It's just, for some strange reason, so many people aren't getting it. 20 years of increased dividends. And weekly. Weekly options. The last 3 stocks I looked at were monthly options. SPYG. Well, I can tell you no now. SPYG. See? Another monthly. Another no. That's a no. All right. That being said, let's continue. Next on my list, Walgreens, where we did it. Nike. I got like 4 or 5 people asking for Nike. Russ wants to look at MU. What is MU? Uh-oh. It's on the tip of my tongue. Anyway. All right. So, next on the list, Nike. NKE. NKE. First thing, as always, where's my high? Where's my low? Where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? We're currently right here, 83.22. Well, let's take a gander. It is. Yeah, Micron. Micron, thank you for that. I was drawing a blank on MU because it's not a stock I normally trade. But we'll take a look at it in a little bit. Okay, but right at the moment, we're looking at some Nike. Okay, so here's Nike. The high, the low, where was it? Where is it? What direction? 83.29. So the 84s are going for 44, the 83, 68. Yeah, nope, sorry. Now, I think I do own some Nike, but I might, no, wait a minute. My Nike got bought out last week because she went up. Oh, wait, that was Starbucks, sorry. Nike is cooking the books. Oh, no, I hate when that happens. But anyway, Nike, the last 30 days. Yep, see where it is? 30 days ago at 74, we dropped down to 71, shoot on up to 85. That's a $14 increase. That's a big increase. Okay, so looks like she should be coming down, filling this gap right here, maybe down to 78 or 76 area. So why don't we write Nike down for the next 2 weeks? 2 weeks from today, NKE, Nike might be better choice then. Okay, SDiv we looked at last night. Same as my take on Nike. Well, see that, Smokey Bear? We have something in common. Now, Tiger Snipes, SDiv, SDIV. Yeah, that's a no. IVR, that's probably a no also. IVR, Invesco Management Group REIT. Okay. IVR, how many dividends has IVR been paying out? Oh yeah, I remember this one. Look at that, in 210. Now you, Allstate, really? Are you Gordon Gecko? Yeah, no. What about Bud? Bud, we'll take a look at it. Okay, Darbenly, Allstate, really? Allstate. All right, so, hey, Reggie, how's Dell looking? We already looked at much better. Progressive is better. That's funny. Okay, let's stick to where we're at the moment. Right now, we're looking at IVR. For some strange reason, somebody thinks this is a good idea. Look at the dividend. 2010, 10 bucks. 2011, 970. Okay, 2012, 650. Wait a minute, why the hell is it going backwards? It's supposed to be increasing. Then it drops down to 5 bucks. Then it drops down to 450. Then it drops down to 4. Then it drops down to 20 cents, down to 90 cents, then 40 cents. Yeah, hell no. Okay, who came up with IVR? IVR is going to be a no. SCHD. I'm not even going to dignify that with a response. SCHD is one of those big fat turds I just don't like. I do covered calls with dividend stocks for 1% per week. Thanks, 86. Take a look at Progressive. I was surprised too. Progressive. PGR. Yeah, that's a no. Riley, CMG is attractive. CMG is Chipotle. They don't have any dividends. Riley, R-I-L-Y. R-I-L-Y. What do the dividends look like for Riley? Okay, 10 years worth of dividends. Started out at 2 cents, went to 5, then to 26, to 16, to 13, to 12, to 16, to 13, to 30, to 16, to 8, to 26, to 50 cents, to 35, to 25, 37, to 350, to 3, to 2, to 4, to 1, to 50. Yeah, they're like they're all over the place. That wasn't nice. What wasn't nice? Do you use a Black-Scholes method? Adrian, you're new here. Why note on Progressive doing me good so far? Do I need to get out? All right, Smokey, hold on a second. Right now we're looking at Riley. Riley, the dividends are all over the place. No consistency whatsoever. Jellyfish, Coca-Cola's dividends are like 0.5% a week. That doesn't really work. All right, Darbenly, Allstate has increased their dividends for the past 12 years. Palm to forehead. I just realized no dividends on CMG. My bad, okay. All right, so Sally says something wasn't nice. I have no idea what she's talking about. Anybody know what Sally's talking about? No? Okay, so Adrian Z, you're talking about the Black-Scholes method of pricing of options. Yeah, that's no longer simple. That's very complicated. Okay, trying to teach a 9-year-old how to do that is just impossible. Okay, so Smokey Bear said Progressive is why no to Progressive? PGR. All right, Smokey Bear, you ready? This is why no to Progressive. Number one, it's at the high of the year. Okay, you're going to make your money buying at the low and selling high, not buying high and waiting for it to go higher. Sorry, it just doesn't work that way. Okay, buy low, sell high. Second, it is a monthly optionable stock, which means you can only do a covered call once per month. Once per month equals 12 times per year. Okay, 12 times per year is not the same as 52 times per year. Okay, I wasn't a college graduate, didn't graduate college, but I do know that 52 checks are better than 12. Okay, Darbenly, Allstate. I really want me to look at Allstate, huh? Okay, Darbenly, Allstate is a no. Same thing. It's at the high of the year at this moment in time. It is a monthly optionable stock, which means I can only do it once per month. Okay, Neil, what are you saying now? Do anyone understand you? I hope so. No spray tan this week. Yep. Okay, got it. Jellyfish, ExxonMobil. UPS. Okay, UPS is on the list. ExxonMobil is now on the list. Okay. AMAT is on the list at the moment. Applied Materials. AMAT. AMAT. Okay, first thing, always want to see. Hold on, what was that? Yippee! ExxonMobil. Did we do Kroger? Nope. Kroger is about 8 more. 8 more before we get to Kroger. Okay, high, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction is it going? 197.26. The 197.50s. 360. Well, there's over 1% right there. Jellyfish, American Express. AXP. We'll take a gander at it. Right now we're Applied Materials. Yay! I got UPS approved for the list. UPS is a great company. All right, here's the high. The low a year ago, 153, bottomed out in October at 128.94, topped off at 255.89. Okay, the last 30 days. Here we go. Look at the last 30 days. 30 days ago, we're at 211, drops all the way down to 175.50, shoots back up to 211 again, comes back, we're at 197. Here's a bottom here, 2 days to the upside, great. 197, let's go for 360, that is over 1%. Before I make up my mind, I want to take a look. What option chain software do you use? Adrian, this is Think or Swim. It's not a software program, it is an actual trading platform with Charles Schwab. Can you explain the percentage you're looking at per contract? Well, sure. Let's take a quick gander. You ready? Hold on, hold that thought for a second. Okay, so before we move on, okay, 30 days ago, here's the high. Drop down to 30-day bottom. So 30-day high, 30-day bottom, 30-day high again. Okay, now she's dropped down here. Here's your new bottom. A little bit of profit taking. 1 day is the bottom here. 1 day, 2 days to the upside. I like it. Looks good so far. So I'm looking at seasonality. How does this thing normally move throughout the year? For those of you who don't know, this is a seasonality chart. January 1st, all the way to my left, all the way to the right is December 31st. That's looking at the whole year. The blue line is this year's movement from January 1st to Friday. That's where we are right now. This is where I want to look at. This red line is 10 years worth of data. Okay, it tells me what the stock normally does throughout the year. So where are we now? The first week of September, basically going nowhere. Let me click on that little dot, go that way, and basically sideways, not going anywhere anytime soon. So I like Applied Materials. I do. The 197s. Okay, so somebody wants to take a look at the percentages. Are you ready? Core investments. Does all these options come with the software? Yeah. Okay, so let's go. It's not software, it's just a trading platform. Say core investments. You ready for this? Here we go. Just pill pong, yeah. So first thing I want to do is I want to change this from where it says single to covered call, because I want to do a covered call. Now a covered call is one of the safest trading strategies there is. Sally wants to look at CVX, which is Chevron. CVX. All right, give me a few minutes, we'll get to it. That being said, I'm going to get rid of this. I like the 197s. The 197s are right here, so I'm going to buy it right there. 197s. Okay, and it already pre-populates. Buy 1,000 shares, sell 10 contracts. You need 100 shares to sell one contract. 10 contracts, it's 1,000 shares. All right, I'm going to buy it at the market order so it fills instantaneously. Here's what the order sounds like. You ready? I always tell people before you press enter, before you press send, read it out loud, because most new people lose the most amount of money by hitting the wrong button. So if you say it out loud, and you'll know exactly what you're doing. Okay, this order is buy 10 covered AMAT, which is applied materials. Okay, 10 contracts. 6 September 24. See that? 6 September 24. That is this coming Friday. So we're going to buy it first thing Tuesday morning and be out of it Friday afternoon. Buy a covered call. The 197.50 call option on AMAT at the market to open to open. It says to open twice. Well, because I'm doing two different orders. I'm buying to open 1,000 shares. Okay, and I am selling 10 contracts. So I'm opening an option trade and I'm opening a stock trade. Okay, the maximum profit, 42.65. But before that, the break even is 193. Well, the stock is currently at 196. The break even is 193. The maximum profit, 4,200. What it cost in commissions was 193. So what exactly is that as a profit potential? So let's go calculator, clear that, 42.65. So 4,265 is what the profit is on this particular trade. I'm going to divide that by the purchase price, 193, 241. It comes to a grand total of 2.2% for the week. So I'm kind of hoping that little equation shows you how you come up with the percentage. If I'm making this money, now remember why I say I want simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. Well, predictable, if I'm doing a covered call, I know what I'm buying it for, and I know what I'm selling it for. And this is what I'm collecting, the premium. Well, the premium here is 2.2% for this week. So the question I ask myself is, do I like applied materials at this current price? And do I want to buy it with the intention of keeping it? Now, if it just so happens to sell, I say fine, why not? If not, that's okay too. Joe Necco, how are you today? Pleased to have you here. All right, so that's that trade. Let's get out of there. Let's get out of there. Let's get out of here. Let's get out of there, and now we're back to where we started again. Next stock on the list, LUV, which is Southwest Airlines. Or is it Southeast Airlines? I don't know, Southwest. LUV, Southwest Airlines. All right. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction it's going? This is going to be a no right away. I don't even have to look at everything else. The reason why it's a no, let's take a look at the last 30 days. Okay, here's the last 30 days. 30 days ago we're at 27. Now we're at 29. Okay, that's actually at the high of the 30-day period. I don't like buying at the high. You're right, Neil. That's a no. All right. Delta Airlines we already did. DG, Dollar General. Big drop in Dollar General. Now, we looked at this the other day, right, and we decided, we're going to wait on it to find out exactly where the bottom's going to be. So let's take a look at the numbers. Here's our high, here's our low. That's where it was. This is where it is. This is going to be an interesting spot right here. What happened this last couple of days. But before we get to that, if I'm going to buy it at 83.07, the 83s are going for 145. That is a nice premium. I'm going to write that one down, DG. Yep, it's already written down. Already written down. Imagine that. All right. So a year ago, we're sitting at 134. We topped out in the middle of March at 168.07. Okay. Now, recently, look at the last 30 days. Here we are right here. So 30 days ago, we're at 120. We shoot up to 125, drop back down to 115, shoot up to 127. Now we're back at 125 before this big, huge drop. So she drops from 125 all the way down to 85. That's a $40 drop. A $40 drop on Dollar General. Friday is the bottom. Thursday was the drop. Friday, she dropped lower. Now, I like Dollar General. I like trading Dollar General. The numbers look right for Dollar General. But what doesn't look right for Dollar General? We don't know if this is the bottom yet or not. Me personally, I like 2 days to the upside. That's how I isolate my bottom. Look at the bottom right here. Okay, bottom there, 2 days to the upside. A bottom right here, 2 days to the upside. That's what I like. That tells me where the bottom is. So Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday probably give us a good idea where the bottom's going to be. But then by that time, the week's almost over, and we probably won't be able to look at Dollar General, not next week, but the week after. So let's write it down for 2 weeks. Dollar General. All right, so that's Dollar General. I like DG. Next on the list, CRWD. Well, that's probably going to be... Oh, shit, I got 17 questions. All right. You don't know what you're selling it for if it doesn't go above the strike price. All right, Sally, I'm not quite sure what you mean. DG, everyone else's. Okay. Sally, I'm not quite sure what we're talking about. You don't know what you're selling it for if it doesn't go above the strike price. All right, I'm not quite sure what you mean by that. Only because if I buy it at the market price, which is 83.07, that's the current market price. So if I buy it first thing Monday morning at the market open, let's say the market price, 83.07. Okay, great. Then I sell a covered call against it. The 83s just so happen to be going for 145. So if on Friday, if she's above 83, well, I'll be selling it for 83. If it's below 83, well, I won't be selling it. I'll be taking it into the next week. So no, I don't know what's going to happen on Friday. All I know is what's going to happen on Monday. I like the way the chart looks. I don't like the fact that we don't know if this is the bottom yet or not. We don't know if it's going to go lower on Tuesday. But what I do know is here's the current price. Here's the current strike price and the premium for that strike price. So if I buy it here, I sell here, I collect this. This is over 1%. This is what I'm looking for. I'm not looking for buying it low and having the stock go high. I really don't care about that. What I care about is the consistency of the increased dividends, number one, and how much is the premium going to be if everything on the chart tells me it's the right time, which this is telling me it's not the right time. Even though the numbers look good, the chart is telling me not at this moment in time. Wait a little bit longer before I jump in. Thank you, well explained. I'm glad you appreciate that. What percentage is considered a good trader? You made 80% last week, and I'm a new trader. I didn't make 80% last week. I'd be lucky if I made 2-3% last week. That's all I'm looking for. I'm looking for a simple, safe, predictable, and consistent 1% per week. And I use dividend capturing 2.0 for that one. Bright Trades, how are you? You're new here. Cool beans. All right. CRWD. I don't know why we're looking at CrowdStrike. It's at 277. Let's go CRWD. See how well this company has paid out its dividends. Okay, there are no dividends in this selected time period, so why are we looking at that? KW, is that Keller Williams? KW? Why are we looking at KW? KW. Kennedy Wilson Holdings, never heard of them. Yeah, that's a no. JD, here we go, JD. Somebody want to look at JD. Here it is. First thing I want to see. High, low, where was it? Where is it? What direction it's going? The 27s are going for 46. Nice, that's over 1%. JD. All right, so let's take a look. A year ago, JD sitting at 34.19. The bottom's in the end of January at 2079. The top 35.69 in the middle of May. All right, well, here's our bottom. Okay, 30 days ago, 26.74, bottoms out at 24.15 on the 5th of May. 2 weeks later, here's our high. She gets pulled back. Now she's going to the upside. She's still got plenty of space to go to challenge that 30-day high. Well, where is it now? Well, right now, we're at 27. The 27 is going for 46. That's well over 1%. That's what I'm looking for. So let's keep on going. Andy, Bitcoin, no. It's your bedtime. Thank you for that. AB is at sell. I have no idea what we're talking about. DG is going down and staying. We're not on DG anymore, so I have no idea. DG closing more stores, so we might see more downtrend. Could very well be. Smokey Bear, Walmart prices are cheaper and people are realizing it. That's true too. Walmart going to 100. Okay, I'm not quite sure about that. Uh-oh, I missed all these questions. Holy cow. All right. All right. Flipper. We are evaluating stocks for Monday. Does numbers change Monday morning? Well, Flipper, this week we're waiting for Tuesday because there's a holiday on Monday. And yes, as soon as the market opens, all these numbers here change. And it's kind of like throwing a dart at a moving dartboard. You said you've been out of it by Friday. Not if it doesn't go up. Well, you're probably right. Holy shit, nobody knows anything more than anybody else. It's all just a guessing game, to be honest with. Starry Studio. Well, you know, you're almost right there. Okay, we have no clue where it's going. Okay, we have an idea of its valuation depending on other buyers and sellers. Because the other buyers and sellers are thinking it's worth $27 a share. Matter of fact, it's not there because it had the volume. Is the volume down here? No. Hold on a second. Right there. There. Okay, so apparently, Starry, apparently 21.8 million shares traded on Friday. So that's a rough idea of what we think it is worth. Okay, so we have a rough idea. We think it's worth around 27. All right, fine. So if we say it's worth 27, okay, and we buy the 27, we sell the 27 call, we collect 46 cents per share. Now, 46 cents per share is going to be more than 1%. Okay, more than 1% per week, and that's what I'm looking for. I'm looking for 1% per week or more. So this one here, JD, okay, we have a rough idea what it's worth, what it's been doing the past couple of weeks, and what we expect it to do. Now, we use that by using the numbers. Nobody's ever always correct. Felix, you're right. DG is closing stores just like Walgreens. Have you ever day traded? If so, what was the experience like? Sitting in front of the computer all day long looking for setups. Why not sell the 80 and make the bigger premium? Called odds and probabilities. Okay, even though the 80 is worth more than the 79 or the 78s, whatever, because I'm not quite sure which one we're talking about at the moment. How likely is it for the stock to hit 80 or for the stock to hit 79 or for the stock to hit 78? And what are the odds and probabilities and what is the rate of return based on those odds and probabilities? What is it you're looking for? Are you looking for bigger premiums or are you looking for safer trades? Me personally, I'm looking for safer trades. I want simple is first. Simple, safe predictable, and consistent. That's what I'm looking for. Jellyfish wants to look at BA. All right, so that's JD. JD's written down on the list. PDD. BA is written down. BA. All right, we'll take a look at BA when we get to it, okay, Jellyfish? Cora. Sayo. 1. Well, not exactly. Experience and knowledge plays a crucial role in decision making. You're absolutely correct. JYFB. What is on the right side of the monitor? What purpose does it serve? This. What purpose does this serve? This is our numbers. This tells us what we're going to make. Remember, I want simple, safe, predictable, and consistent. Simple, safe, consistent, and predictable. If I'm buying it for this, selling it for that, this is what I'm collecting. I know that today's Saturday, before Tuesday even gets here. So I know if this is the trade that I'm looking at, these are the numbers I can expect to get, or someplace close to it. It may not be exactly 2.2. It may be 2.1. It may be 2.3. It may be 1.9. I don't know. But I'm looking for 1% or more. So if this is the movement for the past couple of weeks, 30 days ago at 26.50, the low on the 5th was at 24. She shoots up to 29. Well, that's a $5 move. A $5 move on a $24 stock, well, that's a little bit on 20%. That's a 20% move. Okay, anytime I see something 10% or more, or even 5% or more, I want to grab it because I'm only looking for 1%. So you have this big move up here. Now she drops. You can't deny that. Well, from there, you have your recovery. Okay, so it's going back up again. Great. I like the way the chart looks. I like the way the seasonality looks. What's next? Well, if I'm buying it here, selling this is what I'm making, and that is the percentage that I'm making. Consistent and predictable. I know this before I even do it. That's what I'm looking for. I'm not looking to buy something and hope it goes up. I really don't care if it goes up. And that's a weird thing for me to say. Okay? I don't care if the stock goes up. If I buy it and it stays exactly where it is, I really don't care. Because this is what I want to collect. I want to collect the premium. Okay? So if it's at 27 now, and I buy the 20 and I sell the 27s, I'm collecting that 46 cents, whether or not it moves or not. Okay, JWA. What is on the right? Oh, yeah. Well, these are the numbers. It tells us what's what. Okay, 6 September 24. These are all the options for this coming week. 13 September 24. Well, these are all the options for the week after. And if I open up this will be 3 weeks. So this is this Friday. This is next Friday. This is the Friday after. The Friday after. The Friday after. I like weekly optionable stocks so I can get a cash flow on a weekly basis. I don't have to sit in front of my computer. I jump in on Monday or Tuesday. I find out what I want to buy. I buy it and I sell it at the exact same time. I collect a premium and then I wait for Friday. Mandy, how are you, Miss Mandy? How are you doing there, Mandy? All right, JP Morgan. Jellyfish wants to look at JP Morgan. JP Morgan. No, don't get me wrong. I like JP Morgan, but it's at the high of the year. Look at that. 195 3 weeks ago. Now it's at 224. Well, that's a big jump. That's over 35 bucks. Well, of course there's going to be profit taking. But who starts the profit taking? The profit taking, the price is here. Okay? Eventually, someone's going to start the domino effect. Someone starts selling, and then somebody else, and someone else, and then soon starts to drop. Okay? TD East, how are you doing? All right. I'm going to put JP Morgan down for 2 weeks from today. JPM. So JP Morgan, hopefully in 2 or 3 weeks, they're going to start pulling back off of that high. JPM, where did that? Aaron, hey, Jellyfish, Philip Morris. Philip Morris, again, it's at the high of the year. It's going to be a no. Or I was going to say it's going to be a not this week. So we'll put Philip Morris for 2 weeks. PM. Bud. Somebody wants to look at Budweiser. Isn't Bud a no? Okay, 61. Okay, 61.50. The 62s are going for, yeah, sorry, dude. Bud, 61.49. The 62s are going for 20 cents, not even 0.5%. That's definitely going to be a no. Sorry, sargasm. Sargasm. That's funny. String Cheese It, how are you? Option price aren't accurate over the weekend. You could buy the stock, then the option is too low on Monday. You're absolutely correct. It could be. But here's the thing. We look at them, all right? We look at them all weekend. Okay, we're looking at them tonight. We'll probably look at them tomorrow night. We'll probably look at them again Monday night. Then when Tuesday comes along, what we want to do is we want to take this number, get the closest strike price, and then figure out what the premium is going to be. And if it's over 1%, and depending on where she opens up on Monday, higher or lower, it gives us a better indication of what direction it's going. That's the best I can do. I like to have odds and probabilities in my favor. One, they get the dividend coming up. Well, when the dividend's coming up, the stocks have a tendency to go up just before the dividend's paid. That's number one. Number two, they've consistently increased their dividends for more than 20 consecutive years. Well, that's two things. Number three, if I'm buying at this price, selling at that price, this is what I collect. If that's more than 1%, well, that's four things going in my direction. Number five is, well, where's the high? Where's the low? Where's the direction? Where's it currently moving at this moment in time? Well, we know where it's moving as compared to, okay, as compared to the last few weeks. Well, here's the high, here's the low, and here's where it's going to the upside. Well, we can see that. Monday, if it's another up day, well, that's 4 up days in a row. That makes me a happy camper. Is it always going to be exact and accurate? No, it's not. But it's the best that I have to work with at this moment in time. And it's been working very nicely, very profitably for the past 15 years. So I come from an age group where if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Aaron, I'm thinking of doing calls on Amazon. Well, more power to you. And Amazon does not share profits, so Amazon is going to be a no. Option chain, thank you. Oh, I missed all these questions, damn it. All right, we're almost done anyway. What's in the bottle? Oh, that's water, honey, and lemon. It's supposed to be for my cough. I'm not used to talking so much. My voice is not used to this kind of behavior. How many shares of a company do you buy a week typically? I like to buy 1,000 share increments. So anywhere between, depending on the prices, of course. Because if I have $100,000 in an account, I want to do 5 positions. That's 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, 20,000, so on and so forth. Okay. I think people will get super antsy because of Labor Day, and we might see some big jumps. There's a possibility. But always remember, on Tuesday, we are only down to 4 days. Okay, so we're selling 4 days of premium next week. Doesn't the options open at 9:45, so you buy the stock at 9:30 or earlier trading? No. I buy at 9:30, and I sell the option at 9:31. So some of those trades. Let's pull some up. Let's see if we can see some of them. All right. Alrighty. All right. User 495223683301. I think it's Sally, right? Now, this is orders for the 19th, 21st, 19th and the 21st. Okay. See the timestamp right there? 8/19/24, 9:30 a.m. 9:30:04. So that's 9:30 in 4 seconds. This order got filled, okay, where I bought the stock at 31.53 and I sold the option at 31.50, at 42 cents, which is more than 1%, thank you. But as you can see, both the option, the stock and the option got filled at 9:30 in the morning. Okay, so you can do both at the exact same. Now, the insiders know ages more than us. Yeah, Aaron, you're probably right. But it's working, and if it ain't broke, don't fix it. I just got paid dividends from Intel. Cool. What's in the bottle? I already said that. Water, lemon, and honey. Sri wants to take a look at Sri wants to take a look at, what was that? Nordstrom's. JWN. All right, first thing we always want to take a look at, always, high, low, where was it, where is it, what direction is it going? 22.34, 22.90, so the 23s are going for 8 cents a share. Ooh. Yeah, sorry, dude, those numbers just don't work for Nordstrom's. Sorry, Sri, Nordstrom's just doesn't work this week. American Amish, I'm curious, where are you seeing the 1% premium you keep talking about? Where do you see the percentage? All right, Neil, no. All right, American Amish, are you ready? I'm going to pick another stock because this one's not giving me 1%. I like Macy's, it always gives me 1%. So let's take a quick look. Okay, American Amish, are you ready for this? Okay, you're going to get your calculator for this one. Here's the current stock price. Well, hold on a second. Let's get rid of this. All right. Here's the current stock price right now. $15.60. All right? 1% of $15.60. If we take the decimal point, 15.60, that's $15.60. You take the decimal point and you move it over 2 places. I'm looking for a 15-cent or a 16-cent premium. That's 1%. Okay, you move the decimal point over, that's 1%. 15 cents is 1% of $15. All right, so if this is the current price, if I buy it at that price, the closest strike price is going to be the 15.50s. Okay, so if I buy it at 15.60, sell it at 15.50, well, I'm going to lose 10 cents right off the top. So I take the 10 cents off my profit, which is 28 cents. So I'm walking away with 18 cents as a profit. Okay, hopefully you can see that. If I'm buying it here, I'm selling this. This is what I'm collecting, 28 cents, but I'm losing 10 cents, so I'm only walking away with 18. Now, 18 cents is more than 1% of a $15 stock. Okay, a $15 stock, 1% is 15 cents. 18 cents is more. Okay, Amish, is that okay? I mean, do you understand that? If this is what I'm buying it for, this is what I'm selling, this is what I'm collecting. So let's just go through quickly and I'll show you exactly how it works. All right, so first thing I want to do is I want to change this from a single option to a covered call. Okay, here's covered stock right there. Everything changes once I click that button. Now, I told you, I like the 1550s. The 1550s are right here. Okay, so let me highlight it. 1550s, right there, you see it? 1550, it says buy. So I'm going to click on that, and there you have it. It says buy 1,000 shares, sell 10 contracts. Okay, here's the order right here. Buy 10 covered Macy's 100s. Those are the weeklies. 6th of September 24. That's this coming Friday. The $15.50 call option with the Macy's stock at the market to open. Well, it's opening 2 orders. Opening a stock order and it's opening an option order. First thing I want to see, where's my break even? The break even is $15.27. Well, the stock price right now is at $15.60. So as long as the stock price stays above $15.27, I'm going to be profitable. How profitable is going to depend on where the stock actually closes next Friday. Because I'm selling the 6 September 24 option, which is this coming Friday's option. Means it's going to expire. All right, so let's continue. The maximum profit for this trade, $225. Now we got to break out our calculator so we know exactly what that is. Okay, clear that. Maximum profit, see it right here, 225, right there, see it, 225. Okay, 225, that's the maximum profit. Now, how do you figure out what rate of return? Well, you take your maximum profit and you divide it by the amount of money it costs you for the trade. Well, cost of trade including commissions, $15,281. All right, so I take the 225, I divide it by 15,281, and it gives me a grand total of 1.47%. That's a little bit less than 1.5%. So it's more than 1%. Okay, so American Armors, you see that? 1.47% for the week. That's if the stock stays above the 1550. Well, right now it's at 1560. Get out of all this, back to here, back to there. All right, so back to where we started again. All right, let's go up to the last of the questions. We'll be done for the day. Bitcoin, where to buy? Sorry, Mojo, I don't do Bitcoin, sorry. What trading app can you recommend? Abdullah, I like Thinkorswim. Okay, Kookie, you buy and sell the same option. No, Kookie, listen closely. I buy the stock first, then I sell a covered call. That's a call option. Basically giving someone a right to buy from me what I just purchased at a certain price by a certain date. The certain day we're talking about is 6 September 24, which is this coming Friday. All right. You can't put JPM ahead of everything else on the list like UPS or CVX. Okay, not quite sure. JPM is at a high of the year. That's a no. Okay, UPS. Okay, interesting. Big drop. Last 30 days. Here we go. Okay, up, down, up, down, up, down, up. It's going to the upside now. It's currently at 128.55. The 128.50s, the 129s, not quite 1%. Sorry, not quite 1% for UPS. There are other companies just as good. Look at Chevron, CVX. Okay, here's our 30-day high 30 days ago. 30 days ago, here, up, down, up. She's going back to the upside, okay? 147.95, the 148s, going for the 121, not quite 1%. This is where you have to make a decision. Now, considering next week's only 4 days and not 5, we may not make a full 1%. Now, I do have 9 companies that are offering over 1%, but I like Chevron and I like UPS. But both of them aren't giving quite 1%. Yep, be close. All right, Neil. All right, let's keep on moving. Flipper, what holiday is Monday? Can't find it on the calendar. I have no idea. Isn't it Labor Day? What holiday is Monday? Banks are not good at the moment. Didn't say they were. Costco's out of my price range. Uh-oh, Darbenly. Where did it go? I missed all these questions. There it is. Do you only validate the low by volume? No, I validate the low by the number. Okay, if you take a look at the numbers up here, okay, you have the date, the opening price, the high of the day, the low of the day, the close of the day, the range, and the, I don't even know what that is, that Y thingy. If the high of the 30-day period is here and the low is here, well, I isolate the low by the low of the day or the low of the time frame. All right, Intel looks good. Yes, it does. In fact, the right banks are a good investment. Yep. Intel looks very good. Yes, it does, Aaron. Do you trade options and foreign exchange? Jellyfish, not yet. Okay? Now, I will at some point in time. Right now, this is basically just a one-man show. I've been doing this by myself for the past 10 years, or the last 15 years. Eventually, once I get enough momentum and enough volume, then I'll have to hire more people to help out. Other than that, it's just me at the moment. Do you think Intel is short for the next coming few months? Ethan, Intel, INTC. INTC. We already looked at Intel. Okay, so here's Intel at the moment. Okay? 30 days ago, we're up over here at the 31 area. For some strange reason, we made this big drop. There's the bottom here. See, we're starting to move back up again. Is this going to fill? Is it not? We don't know yet. All we know is the bottom is here. The top was there. We're moving to the upside now, and Intel is paying some nice premiums. But you have to ask the question, do you like Intel at this current price? And are you wanting to buy it and hold on to it? Let me rephrase that. They will sometime this year, but I think they'll push for a little higher. Okay, interesting, Ethan. Cool. Aaron, wait. So it would be 15 cents times 1,000 is your profit? Yeah. Got it? All right, good. All right, just some dude. Q's are no. T Global Forex Institutes. Sir, can I invest with you? No. I just show people what I do. I'm 35 and was inherited 300,000 and put it into SCHI. Was this smart? No, it wasn't. Gee, Intel, I guess, but wait on Intel. Okay, great. Now, ARB, the reason why I say that, because I haven't picked on SCHD in a while. SCHD. First and foremost, SCHD is at the high of the year. So it's at the high of the year. So here's a question. If it's at the high of the year and you do not sell, well, that's totally up to you. It's just your thing. But here's the thing. No matter where you bought it this year, you're at the high of the year now. It ain't a profit until you take it. Nobody ever went broke taking profits. But let's continue with why I don't personally like SCHD. See if it makes sense to you. Okay, that's my biggest takeaway for you guys. Does this make sense? Now, it was created for a 9-year-old. It had to be simple, safe, predictable, consistent, and no way for her to lose. We're talking about my daughter. When my daughter was 9 in 2008, she wanted to learn how to trade. So let me just show you what my opinion of SCHD. Now remember, ARB, what I'm looking for is a safe, predictable, consistent 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. All right, so work with me here for a second. At this moment in time, Charles Schwab, SCHD is at the high of the year. Okay, fine. Number 2, it's a monthly optionable stock. I don't like monthly optional stocks because I only can do a covered call once per month. That's 12 times a year. Now, at this moment in time, 84.53, well, the 84s are going for 125. Now, I'm losing 54 cents right off the top. So if I take 54 cents off of that, well, I'm walking away with around 76 cents. Now, 76 cents on an $84 stock is not quite 1%. But it gets worse because I now have to hold it for 3 weeks. So that less than 1%, I have to divide it by 3. And if I'm getting 1%, well, less than 1% for a 30-day option, Well, less than 1% is less than 12% per year. It's okay if you like 12% per year. Me, I like 1% a week. That's 50% per year. It's a little bit different. 12%, 50%. But wait, it gets worse. Okay, let's go over to Yahoo Finance. I'm going to put SCHD into Yahoo Finance, and we're going to come up with some numbers. First of all, let's take a look at the dividends that SCHD has been paying. All right, number one, they've only been paying since 2011. That's 13 years of dividends. Now let's see if they consistently increased. Okay, so 2011 was at 12 cents. Then it went to 14, to 21, to 26. Okay, then it dropped to 20. Well, it was at 26, now they're at 20, so they went down. Now remember, a dividend is the portion of the corporation's profits that they pass along to the shareholders. That's you and me, we're the shareholders. So if I bought back in 2012, okay, I got 12 cents, then I got 14, well, it's going up. I got 21, well, it's going up. I got 26, well, it's going up. Now I'm feeling good. Now it's going down to 20, to 23, to 25, to 27. Oh, then it goes down again to 25, 28, 27, down again, 31 to 30 to 27, then 30 to 32 to 24, back down again, 40 to 33, back down again, 35 to 20. Yeah, they're all over the place. There's no consistency. But wait, it gets worse. We're going to go to the summary for SCHD. Now, I'm here explaining to you how to safely, predictably, and consistently gain 1% per week. That's over 50% per year. But take a look what SCHD is giving you. SCHD is giving you a whopping 3.43%. Okay, so just for the fun of it, let's take a calculator. Take that 300,000 you supposedly inherited. Okay, multiply it by 3.43%. Multiply 0.0343, and that gives me a grand total of, so that $300,000 you have invested at $83 a share into SCHD, 3.43% gives you a whopping $10,290 for the year. That's a 3% profit. Now, I don't think I need the calculator to tell you what a 50% profit of 300,000 is. That's 150,000. So I'm showing you how to get 1% a week on a $300,000 account. That's $150,000. But you're putting it into SCHD, and SCHD is giving you $10,290. Now, I admit I didn't go to college, and math was not my specialty in high school. But I do know that $150,000 is a hell of a lot better than $10,000. Yeah, it's going to take you 15, 20, maybe 30 minutes a day to take care of that. But look at it this way. At 20 minutes a day for the whole week, okay, you're talking about a little over an hour a week. An hour a week to get 1%. 1% of $300,000 is $3,000 a week for 1 hour of time. Now, granted, it's going to take you a little bit to learn everything, but once you learn everything, it's relatively quick and easy. Okay, it's the reason it's called the 10-minute trader, because it takes less than 10 minutes to do it. Anyway, I'm just blowing smoke for the moment. Don't listen to a word I say. Do your own research. But I really do not like SCHD. Go over the numbers. Seriously, go over the numbers. Look at what you're buying. Look at what you're getting. You're taking your 300 grand that you inherited. Good for you. You're putting it into this, and you're getting 3.43%. For 3.43% is $10,000 a year. And I bet, right off the top of my head, I bet you don't have it into either a trust or a corporate account, so more than likely you're paying full amount of taxes on that. So you'd be lucky if you walk away with $8,000 of that money. But what do I know? Oh, what do you do if the stock goes below the strike price? Matt, you missed number one. There's 5 rules. Okay, 5 rules. Rule number 1, never buy something you do not understand or you do not want to hold on to. Buy it as if you're going to buy it and hold it for a long period of time. Okay, so if the stock goes up, great. If stock goes down, great. It's not a big deal. Never buy something you do not want to hold on to. So it should be totally irrelevant if it goes down. What we're looking for is odds and probabilities. Okay, so if we're looking at a stock, and here it is, and this is what we can buy it for, this is what we can sell it for, this is what we can collect. And the number one question you need to ask yourself before you buy anything is, do I like this company and do I like it at this current price? That's what you should be asking. Because you're going to buy a stock, it is going to go up. And then you're going to buy another stock, and it is going to go down. That's all they do. I mean, take a look. What do you see? It goes down, it goes up, down, down, up, 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 down. That's all they do. Okay, if you think you're going to buy something, it's just going to go up, someone's lying to you. That's not the way it works. Stocks go up, stocks go down. That's all they do. The best we can go for is putting the odds and probabilities in our favor. I'm way past 11:30. Let me finish up with these questions and I'm out of here. UPS pays a 5% dividend. Okay, I'm not looking at the actual dividend itself. I'm 35 and inherited Kate. It was a lot. All right, where were we? Where were we? All right, Aaron, ABR. Now, me personally, and I've been doing this for a long time, I personally wouldn't have put it in SCHD, but that's me, okay? Now, for some people, that's a wise idea. Now, take my niece, for instance. My niece won a scratch-off ticket. She won $15 million. She took all the cash. She lost like 50 or 60% right off the top. Right off the top, she paid taxes on. She gave half of it away in taxes. The rest of it, she just blew it. Had she put her money into SCHD and got that crappy 3-point-something%, she'd still have her money. Okay, she won $15 million decades ago, and it's all gone. Super dumb, but not super smart. Okay, Aaron, not quite sure what you mean by that, but not super dumb, but not super smart. Okay, no, it's not that. You know, if it is what you did, it doesn't matter that you put it where you put it. The idea is, what are you going to do about it now? Because 15, 20 minutes ago, you were oblivious to what was going on here, because this is the first time you've ever signed in. Okay, you took your $300,000 and you put it where you thought it was best to put, which is a hell of a lot better than most people your age would have done. Most people would have spent it, done stupid shit with it. Okay, so now that you know that it's possible for you to manage your own funds and collect 1% per week, 1% per week on $300,000 is $3,000 a week. Anyway, let's keep on going. If you have 300 grand, you need to be looking for companies that DP dividends and are at lows. Are you saying DP as in don't pay dividends? I'm going to disagree with you. Can one invest with you, sir? Yeah, but it's very complicated. WBA bottom could very well be. Randall Ray, how are you today? What strikes are you comfortable with next week? We could talk about it tomorrow. I'll be here again tomorrow. This is the worst month for index funds too. Okay, September. You take your calls, please. You take on calls, please. I already did that. Why not do monthlies at 4% each? That's a good question. Okay, 49.52. Let me kind of point it out for you. All right. Currently, all right, user 49.52.23.68.33.00.11, whatever. Okay, currently, take a look. The bottom's here at 79. The top here is 84.53. So let's say hypothetically I buy here at 84.53. The next strike price is going to be 85. It's going for 65 cents. Not really worth anything. Okay, so you're not getting your 4%. But even worse, here it is right now. Now I got to figure out where is it going to be in 3 weeks, because this one expires on the 20th of September, which is 3 weeks away. So I got to hold it for 3 weeks. So where's this stock going to be in 3 weeks? Well, 1, 2, 3, 4. It's gone up 4 weeks in a row. Do you seriously think it's going to go up another 3 weeks? So another 3 weeks at this rate, it's going to be into the hundreds. More than likely, the people who bought it in the 70s are going to say, hell no, I want my profits. You got to be leery of profit taking. I don't like trying to figure out where something is going to be in 3 or 4 weeks. It's difficult enough to figure out where it's going to be in the next 4 or 5 days. All right. I'm almost done. Couple more questions. Why do you have such a large drawdown? Mikey, I have no idea what you mean by a large drawdown, as shown on video. Patreon. That scared me away. All right, Mike, you know what? If you really want to, DM me with your phone number. I'll give you a buzz. I'll clarify the question a lot easier because I'm not 100% sure what you're talking about, Mike. Okay, NCOM technology fall, blah, blah, blah. Have we talked about Mikey? Yes, we've already talked about Nike. Get some rest. Yeah, that's what I'm about to do right now. Meant do not. Aaron, I meant do not DP. I have no idea what DP means. All right, anyway, that being said, which stock was that? That was SCHD, and no, I do not like SCHD, okay? SCHD gives, the dividends that they give, it looks enticing, but once you do the numbers, you're getting a 3% return for the year. No, I don't like SCHD. And it has monthly options, which don't even pay that well. Do you check earnings calendar before buying stocks? No, I don't. Aaron, I meant pay dividends, but the typo, I pressed, okay, I got it. Good night. Been a long day. Yes, it has been. So I'm going to be done for the night. Mark, nice hearing from you. You didn't say anything, but okay. You guys have a great day. See you later, Mark. On Instagram, you guys have a great night. We'll see you again tomorrow. And you guys here, Shopify doesn't have 20 years of increased dividends, so Shopify is always going to be a no until they actually start paying dividends. All right, you guys, great night. Talk to you tomorrow. Bye on YouTube.